me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
319!
To throw on second down is Darnold. Well, this is taken in. It's on before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's Darnold now on second down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cannon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold from the red zone now. This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself in these situations.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
18.
Now it's Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Escaping the pressure. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Lock in. Red, up.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Let's go. Hey, 18. Hey, gotta go.
On second down, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Hey, 18. There you go, you see it? Set up!
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, gotta go.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Gun! Detroit! All right, now, Lucky 56. Black 99 Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Set! Blue 90! All right, now, Lucky 56.
Here's Darnold. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Gotta go.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, gotta go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And it's complete. The tight end, Deion Sims. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
You see it? You see it? Lock in, lock in. Gotta go, gotta go.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Trubisky will throw. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Onto the field now come the Bears. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Gotta go.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Lock in. Red, up. Gotta go.
Now Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Detroit!
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Going for the deep ball. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky rolling to his right. Going deep this time for Miller. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
18. Hey, 18. Gotta go. Lock in.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
All right, now, look at 56. Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
To throw is Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Darnold. Buying time to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now it wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gotta go.
Now it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now Trubisky to throw. His throw incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. it's Trubisky. Being chased out left. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Cowboys have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Detroit! Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
From the 50, it's Darnold. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
18. Lock in.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Gabriel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached half. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case...
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Darnold on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Now they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Move.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
After the interception, here's Darnold dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Leopard! Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So that one will be accepted. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Gun! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here we go. 58.
Gun!
Back to throw, Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Reds up!
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Here's Trubisky, flushed out right. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Anthony Miller from a yard out. And the Bears get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now they try the right side here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a 1st down as well.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. K.D. Cannon, 54 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
18. Gotta go. 18.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And now here's another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold down to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They get it to him running left, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there, saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he puts it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gotta go.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Red, top.
Tie it right.
Top. 180.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Gonna let one foot, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Watch it now, Barney!
A 1st down throw, Darnold. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 66 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
first down, Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. On first down, it's Darnold. Steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They pitch out to Howard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. They go counter with Howard. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On second down, it's Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they